I called the president of Tradeview, whose funds I handle. I don't ever think I've seen it this bifurcated. I'm not, and I wear, you know how long I've been trading? I will tell you this. The positive stocks that were positive this morning, and this, when I show my screen, this was an indication that it wasn't an overall bloodbath. Whatever was green, first of all, for those options players that follow me, you know what stock worked? This TAL, TAL. I'm sick over it. And I had it yesterday, and I go, you know what? I'm breaking every other rule. Why not? Why hold to this one? So I said, yeah, let me TAL. Took options for a long, long time. And you know what? The other China stock, EDU, popped. All right, what is the bifurcation? It's the semis versus the software. It's General Motors continuing to take calls up here. Stock that was green all day. It's a Procter and Gamble continuing green all day as this rotation. Once I go to my main screen and I show you that there were pockets of green, it wasn't like an overall bloodbath. And when the VIX popping a little bit, there was room to maneuver. It wasn't just like a complete meltdown. Not to say another meltdown will happen. Also, props to, and let me take my picture off here because props to the guys in the room. DSR, Mickey Green, coach, very good trading. And the lack of being dramatic, I'm proud of you guys. Oh, professional, very good plan. I saw DSR with the 3 drives, very good trading. Procter and Gamble, okay, where's Miss Sherry? All right, when you talk about something like Meta pulling this, but then you have Microsoft on the dead low. How about these stocks this IoT? I told you, can't tell you how much. Probably bought 28,000 IoT yesterday, an average price of 30.42. I can show you my trades. Okay, I go to the weekly. Oh, IoT IoT has been getting upgraded. Okay, so I said, all right, I'll take a shot at the weekly IoT. Here you go, right here, 30.20. I bid for it. I said, okay, if I get in trouble verbally, it happens. I get the 30 nice 30 option price for Friday strike price, which is it's an option stock. All right, there's the weekly. Okay, so I took a shot. Boom. All right, how about Oracle? New lows, Oracle. I can't even tell you what the luck I had in service now. All right, watch this. I accidentally this morning went to sell. I took 1,800 long. I was actually up in it, up $1, which wasn't worth the risk. I woke up at freaking 4 a.m. to put an offer out to risk $1,000. It was just horrible. All right, so service now, right? Look at this. Somebody at like 9:15 took a total of, and by the way, I went to sell it and I double bought it. So then I had 3,200, whatever it was, 3,600 shares. Look at this. Where's my executions? Right here. Look at this. These are my executions. There's 1,200 shares. 1,200 shares is service. That's a lot of shares. Consider it. And I sold like 2,000 total. Service now. Look at the thing here. 121. I even sold more at 122. I turn around, the stock's 113. It's $8-9 lower. And by the way, I'm not going to get that back. Get your prices no matter what you do. Same thing happened. Oh, it was a big kill. This hurt. This hurt. Joby, it hurt. Okay, I took it. Calls. Even this RCAT yesterday was acting well. RCAT, the other taxi play. Joby did a secondary. I said, no problem. And then they upsized it to like $1 billion. And by the way, more. I sold a chunk of Joby, I think at like this morning, like 11:30. All right, another one. Let's get back what's that. All right, if Miss Sherry's there, I'm not going to go to my screen yet. I'm going to tell you a stock that's taking heavy calls today. This showing relative strength to Sherry's stock, and it should be because she's a proper student. TJ might know it. I don't know. The coach knows it. I've said it a couple of times, and I'm going to tell you, it's not hard to recognize. It's probably even on everyone's scanner. SEI. Yes, it is taking calls. Do you hear me? I don't care if they make widgets, if it's copper, if it's a drug stock, or whatever the hell it is. That's in. DXYZ. This stock might be worth the play here. You know what? A lot of people are buried in this thing. It's got range, but DXYZ was huge yesterday. Oh my God. How about Royal Caribbean? No problem. Let's take it up $40. No problem. Why not? Makes sense, right, everyone? Not to sound game showy. The airlines didn't, well, actually, the airlines didn't hold well. Well, there's the airlines. Ugh. Tesla reversed. Caterpillar. Doji. Listen to this one. I'm in it. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. AMD coming with calls. I actually couldn't believe. You know what? Couldn't believe. Am I being dramatic? Maybe. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, I don't know the next word that's coming out of my freaking mouth. But as I saw MGM base come positive, I saw other casino stocks. Caesar, well, actually, it did. Look at this one. I couldn't believe it. LVS. I bought it perfectly. I did you know what? I didn't buy it perfectly. It's breaking low. Let's go. Here's my screen. Here's the main screen. Screw this charts. Actually, don't screw the charts. Forget my P&L. Baby drug stocks going. VIR acting well. Myrna. Hims reversed. Lilly. J&J. Oscar. Lebu. This is my LVS right here. I actually made money in the thing, I think. Now I got to look at LVS. It's incredible. And I'm finding a lot of these stocks. This might not be poor. It might be a little bit late. RKT calls. RKT calls. That's proper. That's in the right sector. RKT calls. We know what that could do. But it's below moving averages. They're better. LVS, get back to finish this point. All right? Let me take this off. LVS closed at 61.50. You turn around, it's 52. I'm buying it. I bought it well here. Bought a bunch of it, 52.70, 53.25. I thought I was going to sell it at 60. Now it's breaking the low of the day, and I don't want it. There's the weekly. Oh, now I really don't even want it when I see this. Call myself a trader or a guy that looks at a chartist, like an X-ray. You kidding me? This is an issue. That's even the weekly. That's the weekly. LVS with a date. What price is that? LVS with a date with 51. What is this? With 50. LVS is going lower. So I got to sell it. Move on. Know your environment. Okay? What's know your environment mean? Take out Microsoft and the Dow's up nicely. Yeah, if you have what, Sherry? Say it again. It's not SCI, but it might be just as good. And you know what? Get to know it. The Coca-Cola, it hasn't started yet. Believe me. So take out Microsoft and the Dow's positive. Yeah, everybody been me and J Norm, who have Procter and Gamble and Dow Chemical. But this is important. And it was true. You know what? It's still going to be true as we get into margin call time again at 311. People listen, there are funds right now. I wouldn't touch Microsoft until maybe even after hours, depending on who has earnings after the bell. Margin calls. That's what happens. All right. Even this LVS, people like me. All right, I'll sell it. You know, when you have important point. When you have it is a little, it's a poker hand to agree. It's psychology. It's not borderline sentiment. When you have other areas to go to, when you see other opportunities, these are how people think, or traders, not necessarily quants because they're more mathematical. But this has been a retail-driven market, arguably. You know, sell it. All right, I'll get rid of it. And that exacerbates some type of move because there's other movement. There's other ways to make money. If this market was down all right across the board, would I be selling something like an LVS? I don't think I'd be buying more, but I wouldn't because that'd be some sort of market play. But when there's other areas, so I dump it. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it was this. Important point. The market access, there was a gigantic margin sale. You know what? People are getting margined like that, all right? People got taken out, you know, short on the silver and making moves like it's amazing what's going on. SanDisk has earnings tonight. Okay, SanDisk. All right, if you want to know what's holding up the market, yes, it's made a nice bounce up. When you have everything like Microsoft, Coach is better at this than I am, to be honest with you. Apple, do you know something? Apple, if Apple goes up tomorrow, you know what's going to go up? Procter and Gamble. It's going to be Apple's a bank. It's a Dow stock. Believe Apple could be up 10% tomorrow, much like Meta is in the whole market. Matter of fact, I want Apple to be down. That's the weekly. Be honest with you, I do. They screwed everybody in the uraniums. Then Pete, what about you? The only time I'm not shorting a thing like this, it happens and it reverses down $5. It's really incredible. So much bifurcation. Even Pepsi creeping. Even Pepsi's on the rail. Want to talk about bifurcation? I'm looking at Pepsi. You know what his earnings do? Oh my God! Don't sleep. You know what? You know what? I think that says it all. Colgate Palmolive has earnings. Now I get excited about that a little bit. So if I'm getting somewhat excited as Colgate just as much as APLD, we're all in trouble. Let's see the person who trades similar to me, if I may. JP Morgan, banks acting well. Okay, that's all you have to do. If you hold the rules, like Sherry, like Gerard, wherever he is, like Larry Tarantelli, just buy things above the 200A, except LVS maybe. And that's it. That's a place to start. Simple. Planeteer isn't a state. Planeteer was pure as they came. Okay, every algo out there, and like I said in TradeGateHub, even your most generic of scanner, if you don't have one, you're going to a gunfight with a knife. Everyone out there breaking the 200 day. It doesn't have to have anything sexy. Blah blah blah. That's it. Starts breaking the 200 day. Planeteer. That's it. LVS is another one. All right, let's go. Who's in the room? I mean, like doctor appointment. You know what? I showed the video. I'm sorry. I meant to look. Let me shut the video off and show you. Planeteer. If the things, I'm trying to get the picture out of the corner. Planeteer, one of them. JP Morgan, I made an example of. I'm like too close I'm in audio, no, audio, visual purgatory. I'm like, if I'm too close to the screen without my glasses, and when I'm far away, it's blurry without my glasses. So I'm in the middle and I get a headache. I'm in Howdy user. Nobody's there as mad at me. All right, no problem. No problem. Take all the money for ourselves. What's yours earnings tonight? Officially. I will say this though. I see a lot of queues going by on calls. All right, after Apple, everything is leading these memory drives. Disk drives have been leading everything. If it wasn't for SanDisk, Western Digital, Micron, although a couple of them came in, sold off today. You'll see this Celestica had earnings. That's over. $75 move yesterday from top to bottom. 75. And I believe that's going to happen in SanDisk. I really do. I'm not playing it. There's the more after the close, sexy. Apple, SanDisk, Western Digital. Then you get into the boomers again in the morning. Oh, not really. SoFi. SoFi was broken. I traded that well. Actually, I didn't trade it well, but I was in it. AXP. Now you get into the boomers. Chevron, self-explanatory. Verizon, Exxon, Regan. Ooh, that's a sexy volume. Regan, LYB. LYB, they told me to buy it. They did. Mo, there's my Colgate. Yeah, it's even older. It's like even older than boomers. What's this one? LYB. They told me. They told me. They told me to buy it. Probably gonna try it, to be honest with you. Yeah. All right. For whatever style you are, I'll give you a peek at the main option feed right here. Okay. It's paraphrasing basically again, just in call aspects. Top recent activity in UPS and General Motors. All right. That's basically been all over my feed, except for some hedging in Meta and it's very few and far between these options, please. Even General Motors calls, SCI, like I said before. All right, IBM winner giving it back. This is not. It is giving it back. Ugh. Now the question is: this STK had earnings, J Norm, and Western Digital and SanDisk, which is the third of the trio, have earnings tonight. I'm telling you. I made a good trade in them. J Norm. Where's my Western Dig? I shorted Western Dig. I shorted overnight. I took a little bit overnight. I shorted. Oh, I covered it horribly at 280. Whatever. All right, let's go to the main screen. Oh, God help me. Everything that's a baby bio I see is going to buy. VIR animal. Medtronic breaking higher. It's in the fund. You want a stock that's sexy? That stock's going higher. Where's Sherry? You want to be a student? MDP is the symbol. It's going higher with or without you, Bob. That Teresa stays a stockbroker. She fired us. It's all right. ALTI, another baby bio. What is this thing? ALTI, not looking good. Avago. Kramer's pounding the table on Avago. Look at this thing. Zoom. Stairs up, elevator down. Now I decide to have now after all the things I do all these years, now I decide to have rules or structure. Zoom. 97 to 89, a $10 move up the bottom. I'll tell you what I had short, and I'm proud of myself, if you will. And see, this is one of the best quotes I've heard in some time. At least affects me more than many personally. Read this. This is brilliant. And all my problems right now are broken by rules. Fact. Even this, I got 180,000 shares. This AEB, whatever the hell it is. Where is it? It's up bad. I need my glasses. I can't even find. Here it is. Click to enlarge images. Most trading mistakes start as quiet negotiations with the wrong rules. Okay, now I'm bagged at 138,000 AERB, AREB. It's $1 stock. All last year, one of my best years ever. We want to know why? The market actually didn't do it. Stuck the rules. NBY added to that one, under $3 too. But I didn't buy it. It didn't start there. PBR. I thought that was a good statement. This is the stock, 10. Look at this thing. This is a bad situation, and it's going lower. 10. Look at this with it. Oh, I should have compounded it and bought more and shorted more, but it made such a huge gap down. I took the money. Sherry's so brilliant. Yes, I am in VFC. Yes, I am. Hold on. The thing is, hold on. Where's I gotta put the thing. I'm in what is this? Audio, not audio, visual purgatory. I'm like, if I'm too close to the screen, it's horrible. Yes, I am. How did VF? You know what? I can't. It's amazing. This came back. How did this come back? Why can't my other stocks do that? Come back. It broke the 200-day, the 50-day. Broke every moving average except the 200-day, and it came all the way back. Now it looks incredible. If I didn't, how about this? Let's reevaluate. If you didn't own VFC, would you own it now? Yeah, because you know what? Those calls stayed intact, and there's the weekly. You know what? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I did. You want to know? Okay, another one. Now I got my camera on. You want to know why I held it? Because of my share size. I wasn't choked like Joby. I had enough to where the trade turned into the position turned into a trade turned into a position. SEI. I couldn't believe VFC made the move up it did this morning. I go, what? I hope this sunrise trader. I hope he took the Coca-Cola. I hope he bought it because you know what? If you didn't buy it, would you like it now? The answer is yes. Another guy you should be following. Stage analysis guy, sharp guy, right here. Paraphrase beautifully the whole day. Meg 7 stocks in order of strength. There you go. Go boom. Compare. That's it. If you chose those, suppose you're an FX guy or whatever, there it is. And they all look okay, except for Microsoft. Meta, fine. Google's you want to talk about something that's smooth. Well, we talk about something called price action. Is it? I don't know. It doesn't even have. I don't know. I don't know. Oh God help me. Okay, I'll leave it here. All right. So good night, Jose. Thanks for sharing in people. Do you read this right here? And I will. Right there. Just now. Volume dead all afternoon. Yes, there was excitement in the morning. We all saw what happened. Some people had a career day today if you go into the room. Back in the hands of the earnings god. Here we go. We'll do it all again tomorrow. As we wind down like 3:30, place your bets. You know what I mean? If you didn't make it now, you know what I mean? Know what you're doing going forward. We got what? With the earnings, Apple, SanDisk. In the morning, bigger ones. So if you know what? LYB. I'm going to take that into earnings. Jane Norm, what do you think? Eastman Chemical. When I look at a chemical, I kind of look at Eastman Chemical too. Why do I want to take LYB? Because I'm the only guy that's going to be happy if the market opens down again tomorrow. And Procter and Gamble, Nike, and all the other General Motors, it's taking calls go up. Something's going on here. Alert's going off. Hold on. I'll leave it there. Cheers. Jose, bravo, kid. Relax, everybody. All right. We'll do it again tomorrow. Always another trade.